Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm not gonna draw, but I am gonna show you. I did clear up the charts at least, but I am gonna show you what the trades were today. But as of yesterday's video, if you watched it, I literally said we can have a strong bounce because of the left shoulder here, and then the head formed. If the head formed because we were tapering around purple, right? So it could have been a bounce yesterday, so that's why I said you couldn't be in shorts or you couldn't be in swings, because if you understood the context, right, you would have understood that we did taper here, and yeah, look at that. In the morning we did close the cup, and then when it came to the handle we just kept breaking down, and then eventually just uh, rejecting yellow, rejecting orange, and then we tested teal, and we couldn't break through and close the inverse cup today. So when we tested teal, usually when we always test teal, we always have this big break up. However, there was no continuation. You can see at the 5 day, right? There was no continuation, and we couldn't just go up. So that is a bearish indication. But it is probably because also at the end of the day, Fridays, there's usually no continuation, unless the move was set up from like uh, AM, right? But yeah, so that's pretty much that. But so also now let me show you intraday, and I'll show you like where it's gonna go and all that. Okay, so important algos today: orange, yellow, and teal. Okay, I believe that's the three algos to get down. Yeah, that's all you need to know. But and then of course the purple tapering, and then the blue, which is gonna help us with the trade back up. Okay, so left shoulder, head, right shoulder right here. Then you can see that strong red selling activate, and that was the algo that brings us down all the way to test teal right here, right? So right here actually, but so that's the main trade. But you can have also taken positions, for example, at the left shoulder, right head, right shoulder here as well off of orange. You could have taken the trade, as well as yellow right here, right shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder here. So there was one entry here, two entry here, three entry here, four entry here. So there's four entries so far. Um, then you notice again. So in the morning we also were aware of the purple, right, tapering. So if you had that, um, you understood the context, and also the rejection right here. You could have taken your last short right here as well, right, all the way down. And then you saw there was no continuation here, and then the teal here, right? And you can actually see that once we tested, close the inverse cup here, right, we had no breakdown, right, that would bring us down even more, but we didn't have that. You can see that we were tapering around blue right here, and we bounced off blue right here once, twice right here, right, giving us that break up. And usually when we do test teal and we don't break down, we do have that move up. That is always the scenario at most times. So the indications for that was the blue, right, left shoulder, head, right shoulder right here, as well as you could have taken it through another algo that I didn't have here. Hold on. Oh god, hold on. I'm gonna draw right. So this is a pretty cool other algo that you could have taken. I could do this white, but yeah. So I'm just I didn't take the entry off of white, but it was also setting it as left shoulder head, right shoulder right here, and then all the way up. But you can see that we did reject at the top of five, at the top of 5 day, right? So we just didn't have continuation, and when we usually don't have that, you either wait for the next big structure, right, left shoulder head, right shoulder right here, And typically because it's the end of the day Friday, there is not going to be that continuation or that move that you're looking for, unless we were already in a continuation structure, like for example if we kept heading down in the red, right? But usually Fridays there is going to be no it's lower volume, as well as yeah, just Friday. So yeah, that's what I've seen from trading for a couple of years. That's what Fridays have big days if there's continuation, right? But if there's no continuation, it's usually a choppy day for the rest of the half day, right? AM session, there's good moves, and PM session it gets choppy, right? But if there's no continuation, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. And to go up from here and what to look out for, let me tell you guys. So left shoulder, head right here, and then the right shoulder off of yellow, as well as teal. So you need to look for left shoulder, head, right shoulder again, and then close this inverse cup a bit deeper, then have the teal again, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then bring us down to 20-day. So my target is the 20-day, and that is where we're going to test as well. So let's see where on Monday, if where 20-day is, and I would set my target to that. But so that's it if we're headed down, and if we're headed up, left shoulder, head right here. The right shoulder can form here, right? Closing the cup again, right? And in this closing of the cup, we're gonna form the inverse head and shoulder. So it's gonna be a lot of liquidity, and that is possibly gonna give us a pretty good move up to at least the 609 level that I anticipate. So look out for that. Wait for the inverse head and shoulder to give us that way up if you're headed up, but if we're headed down, like I said, you just have to wait for if we're headed down, honestly, I would wait for the inverse cup to close, right? And then take it off some type of other structure, right? Because it can be a choppy way down if there's so much support right here and tapering algos, right? So you just have to be mindful of that. As well as if you can find an entry off of yellow right here, that can be a good entry. But yeah, just pay a risk reward, right? And then pretty much that works out. But anyways, have a nice weekend. I usually also forget to make videos on Fridays, but this it's gonna be an important week. Well, it might be an important week next week. Or I might take the next 2 weeks off. I always do that. I did this last year, but I take around middle of December off. And then I start the new year, right? But to get prepared for the new year, I've been basically going 2 months pretty strong. These past 2 months, videos like every day. But I might take the break and then see you guys back during the new year. Yeah. So if this is my last video, it's got happy 2025. I'll see you in 2025 if I make it. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but hopefully I do. But yeah, so just look out for the key structures, complete of the inverse cup, then plan your trade for shorts, right? And 20 days gonna come up. We're gonna test that, and that is what you need to see the 20-day as some sort of resistance. 5-day coming down to at least take swings. 5-day crossing below the 20-day to at least consider swings, right? With good structure. But anyways, and of course we can easily bounce from here, right? Left shoulder liquidity, head liquidity, right shoulder right here, right? And push up and close this cup, forming another inverse cup, and inverse head and shoulder, and then pushing up, right? So there is it's gonna be a good week. So I might trade it actually next week, but I might just skip out on the videos. I'm not gonna lie, cause y'all are ungrateful as shoot. But what am I saying, bro? I'm talking to myself. I'm so down bad. How down bad am I, guys? Huh? Like on a scale of like 1 to 10, can someone comment how down bad I am? I'm pretty sure like on a scale of 10, it's like non-existent. Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter. I make more money than you, but Yeah, so see you guys 2025.